In the shadows of the late 1960s, San Francisco's skyline lurks beneath a thick blanket of fog, the city shrouded in darkness and isolation. Distant foghorns echo through the night, their mournful cries amplifying the city's solitude. The faint wail of police sirens pierces the silence, hinting at the city's hidden unrest. A tattered newspaper dances across the screen, its headlines screaming of a terror that grips California. Zodiac Killer haunts California. The darkness deepens, the fog thickens, and the city holds its breath, haunted by an unseen terror. The empty San Francisco streets glisten ominously under the veil of night, shadows stretching like grasping claws. A lone police car screams through the silence, its siren a piercing cry in the fog-laden air. The flashing lights cut through the fog, momentarily illuminating a darkened doorway hinting at hidden danger. The darkened doorway looms, a silent promise of lurking threats hidden within the shadows. The glistening streets reflect the eerie glow of the streetlights, amplifying the sense of isolation and unease. The fog hangs heavy, blurring the edges of reality and deepening the palpable sense of dread. The screen is dark, silent, an empty void promising revelations. A title emerges from the darkness: The Zodiac Killer. The stark, bold font echoes a bygone era. The chilling words linger, a haunting reminder of the killer's shadow. The text fades slowly, leaving the audience with an unsettling truth. In the secluded darkness of Lover's Lane, fog blankets the night, obscuring the world beyond. Trees sway gently, as if whispering secrets in the tranquil night. A parked car sits shrouded in mist, a haven of warmth and laughter amidst the stillness. Inside, Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday share laughter and soft music, lost in their tender world. The radio plays a quiet love song, filling the car with gentle melody. Unaware of the danger lurking just beyond the fogged windows, they share a tender moment. Distant headlights pierce the fog, snaking closer to Betty and David's secluded retreat. The beams intensify, casting an eerie glow that silences laughter and replaces it with unease. Headlights halt abruptly behind their car, plunging them into an unsettling tableau of light and shadow. A dark silhouette emerges from the blinding light, heavy footsteps breaking the tense silence. A glint of steel betrays the figure's intent as a pistol appears, promising impending doom. In the dim light of Lover's Lane, a shadowy figure raises a pistol, its metallic glint a harbinger of doom. Caught in the headlights, Betty and David's romantic moment spirals into stark terror as gunshots shatter the night. Betty's scream is abruptly silenced, and David cries out in agony, "Ugh!" A crumpled newspaper spins through the air, landing near the vehicle, its headline screaming, "Zodiac strikes, young couple slain." The screen flickers. The Zodiac's chilling crosshair symbol burned into the darkness, an emblem of fear. In the rain-soaked city, newspapers spin wildly, headlining, "Zodiac strikes again." Flashing police lights cut through the night, painting the slick streets with an eerie glow. On street corners, huddled crowds clutch newspapers, their faces mirroring the city's terror. Dread and uncertainty permeate the air as the city holds its breath. In the stark light of the police station, detectives pore over a sinister letter. The ink bleeds across the yellowed paper, whispering of madness and malice. Cryptic symbols emerge from the darkness. Circles, triangles, crosshairs, a madman's language. The infamous Zodiac crosshair pulses with an ominous threat, a harbinger of dread. A detective breaks the heavy silence, his voice echoing in the tense room. "This is the Zodiac speaking." In the heart of the printing room, stacks of newspapers emerge, each one bearing the Zodiac's mark. The tearing sound of paper fills the air, amplifying the urgency and the growing panic. Cipher symbols hang suspended in the darkness, unresolved riddles taunting police and public alike. The Zodiac's crosshair glows intensely against the void, a silent, unsolved threat. Under the cloak of a stormy San Francisco night, rain-slick streets mirror the garish glow of neon lights. Amidst the downpour, Newspaper vendors hawk grim headlines, their voices raw with urgency. Zodiac Killer strikes again. The chilling words echo as a crowd gathers, their faces etched with fear under the harsh lights. Mothers clutch their children close, their eyes darting nervously as couples exchange fearful glances. The Zodiac specter looms large, transforming the city into a stage for terror. The 1969-70 police press conference explodes to life as flashbulbs blind the room, illuminating the faces of grim detectives. Before them, a stack of Zodiac letters looms, the crosshair symbol, a stark declaration of the killer's presence. Reporters surge forward, their clamoring voices and scratching pens filling the room with a frenzied energy. The air crackles with tension as the detectives struggle to maintain control under the intense scrutiny. Each flash of light etches deeper lines into their faces, revealing the weight of the unsolved mystery. In the stark silence of the diner, strangers sit, haunted by the grim headlines that scream of terror. Untouched coffee grows cold, mirroring the chilling unease that settles over the room. On a passing bus, commuters eye each other with suspicion, each a potential suspect in a city gripped by fear. Cryptic code still unsolved. The headline blares, a stark reminder of the killer's taunting game. The screen fades to black, leaving only the glowing Zodiac crosshair, a chilling symbol of a killer still at large. Golden sunlight bathes Lake Berryessa in a tranquil glow, where Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard enjoy a peaceful afternoon. Their carefree laughter echoes softly across the serene water, undisturbed and light. The idyllic scene is shattered by the slow, deliberate approach of a dark figure in the distance. An unsettling feeling begins to creep in, disrupting the calm of the afternoon. Brian Hartnell turns his head, his laughter fading as he notices the approaching figure. The peaceful moment is now overshadowed by a growing sense of unease. A menacing figure emerges near Lake Berryessa, a black executioner's hood concealing its identity. The Zodiac wields a long knife, the Zodiac's holster and rope hinting at sinister intent. Terror seizes a couple as the Zodiac approaches, their moment of peace shattered by encroaching dread. With cold, practiced movements, the Zodiac binds their wrists with rope, uttering a chilling warning. Don't try anything. The sunlight catches the glint of cold steel as the attack begins. Cecilia screams, her cry shattering the stillness. Brian collapses, wounded and pleading, "Help me!" A blood-stained blanket and scattered ropes mark the scene of terror. The hooded figure retreats, his symbol a dark promise against the fading light. The Zodiac's chilling message is scrawled on the car, a final, haunting signature. In the quiet of night, a yellow taxi navigates the shadowy streets of San Francisco. Streetlights cast a soft, hazy glow, painting the scene with an eerie calm. Behind the wheel, Paul Stein's weary face tells a silent story of long hours. Fatigue etches deep lines into Paul Stein's face. The taxi glides to a halt at a dimly lit intersection. In the dim confines of the taxi, a shadowy figure slips in, cloaked in mystery and foreboding. The air thickens with anticipation, each second stretching into an eternity of dread. A gunshot echoes, tearing through the night, sealing Paul Stein's fate in a crimson bloom. The Zodiac emerges from the shadows, his movements precise and chilling as he takes control. The taxi is filled with dreadful silence. In the eerie calm of Presidio Heights, the Zodiac emerges from the taxi. He meticulously wipes away any trace of his presence. The Zodiac tears a piece of Paul Stein's bloodied shirt. Unseen eyes bear witness from across the street. Horror grips them as they stare at the unfolding nightmare. The Zodiac crosshair flashes, a final, chilling signature. The night sky is pierced by the screams of police sirens, their flashing lights casting an ominous glow over Presidio Heights. Alternating shadows dance across the yellow cab, a haunting reminder of Paul Stein's final journey. Detectives gather, their faces grim under the relentless strobe of the cameras, their determination unwavering. One detective's voice cuts through the chaos. "We're chasing a ghost. Under the police station's harsh lights, a table is covered with grim evidence. The Zodiac's chilling crosshair looms over the scene, a signature of fear. Outside, a frenzy of reporters clamors for answers, their questions echoing in the night. Flashbulbs burst, momentarily blinding, painting the detectives' faces with stark light. Is the Zodiac unstoppable? Do you have any suspects? The reporters' questions hang heavy in the air. The weary detectives bear the weight of the city's fear, their silence a heavy answer. A shadowed figure appears, resembling Arthur Lee Allen, radiating an unsettling presence. A wristwatch glints, the Zodiac crosshair emblazoned on its face. The rhythmic clacking of a typewriter echoes through a bustling newsroom. Headlines scream of police failures as the killer remains at large. A chilling, distorted voice shatters the silence, sending shivers down the spine. The voice declares, "This is the Zodiac speaking." Under a somber dawn, San Francisco awakens, shrouded in a gray stillness. Fog weaves gently through the Golden Gate Bridge, a silent witness to the city's unrest. Scattered newspapers swirl in the wind, their headlines echoing the chilling words, "Zodiac Killer still at large?" The air hangs heavy with unresolved terror, casting a pall over the awakening city. The police station hums with a restless energy, desks buried under towering files. Weary faces reveal the heavy toll of endless nights and unsolved mysteries. Typewriters stand silent, their keys untouched, symbols of forgotten leads. Detective sighs, the weight of the case pressing down. We're chasing ghosts. The station feels like a maze of dead ends and fading hopes. American living rooms become stages of fear as families huddle together, their eyes glued to flickering news reports. Commuters ride in silence, their eyes darting suspiciously at fellow passengers. The chilling voice of Zodiac pierces the air. "This is the Zodiac speaking." The narration echoes with haunting finality. The Zodiac Killer was never caught. The night sky looms, its stars twinkling like the unsolved codes of a terrifying enigma.